Tonight, boys baseball gets a win against a really tough opponent. That opponent was the Algonquin Varsity Titans. It's a 5-3 victory. Algonquin came off of a win to St. John's and Medway, two really good teams. And now, what will the Rams have in store for their two games this week, Monday and Friday? In softball, they also beat Algonquin 14-1. Juliana Lancette, 2 runs, 3 hits, 3 RBIs. Mackenzie Millett also connected for home runs as the Rams continued all their way to defeat the Rams. And boys lacrosse, they were not as lucky, losing their game as Tyngsboro beat them 10-3. In the national sports, the Boston Bruins are back in the Stanley Cup playoffs, and it was a rough game with over 100 hits. But who won the game? Well, spoiler, Boston.
From Shepherd Hill Regional High School, this is Shepherd Hill Sports Zone with Cameron Simpson.
Hello everyone, and thank you for being back with us and starting your week with us. We are back from vacation. I hope you had a great vacation. I sure did, and we'll be back for the rest of the year, leading you every Monday and Friday until that final game ends, that final horn blows for the last game of this season. We have so much to cover today. We've been off for a week, so we're going to bring back a few games that broke over the last few days, and of course we'll be covering all games this week for you on our Instagram and YouTube page. Let's not waste any time today. Let's go right into the baseball team, and they had a game against Algonquin the other night as the Shepherd Hill Rams traveled due to rain on our fields. It was Garrett Luch who started the game on the pitcher's mound, and he scattered 8 hits into the 6th inning while lifting the visiting team past the Titans, who, by the way, the Titans beat St. John's in Milford earlier in the week. Shepherd Hill started their scoring in the 3rd after trailing at the end of the 2nd. Top 3rd, they get 1, and then the 5th inning was their big inning, scoring 4 runs, 2 for Algonquin in the 6th, but that was not enough. The Rams with 6 hits in the game. Some of those hits came from sophomore Jake Ramsey. He caught in this game. He got 4 at-bats, 2 hits in the game, and an RBI. Good for him. Andrew Lancette also with an RBI in this game. Angel Polino had a run, a hit, 2 hits, and he had 2 strikeouts as well in this game with a lot at-bats. So very good for them. Colin Moody continued to add to his streak, 1 hit, 3 strikeouts. Tommy Hennessy got on the board with a hit and a strikeout, as well as 2 BBs in that game. So obviously really good for those Rams. Get on track, get a few wins under their belt. Let's head to softball. They also played Algonquin this week, and it was very successful for them. They are just rolling through this season. They have a good team. 14-1 was the final. Stars were Juliana Lancette. She had 3 hits, 3 RBIs, and 2 runs. And Mackenzie Millett, 2 hits, 4 RBIs, and connected one all the way for a home run. The Rams hosted the Titans. Heidi Dross and Alyssa Forbes also had 2 hits and 2 runs for the team. It all kicked off Shepherd Hill right at the bottom of the 1st. 3 runs, then they got 3 more at the 3rd, 2 more in the 4th, 3 more in the 5th, and 3 more in the 6th. That was enough. 13 hits for the Rams in that game. Insane for them. All right, let's go to boys lacrosse tonight finally for the Rams. It was a tough game for Shepherd Hill as the Rams would lose in Dudley today, as the Tyngsboro team just absolutely killed the Rams. Rams only able to put up 3 goals, 10-3. They get set for games this week as well. No news to report on for girls lacrosse today. We'll have more on Friday. In the national sports, it was the Boston Bruins who took center stage as they got set for the Stanley Cup playoffs. The crowd was roaring, and it all got started off with a Beecher 1 goal to start the game. This was his first ever Stanley Cup playoff shift. And on his first shift, he got his first ever career Stanley Cup playoff goal. Then it was DeBrusk almost got the hat trick for DeBrusk in this game. And we had Frederick get a first career goal at the end of the game by scoring the empty net goal. That was enough for Toronto. The Bruins have not lost to Toronto in the playoffs since the 50s. So some pretty significant precedent there. The Celtics also started their playoff run on Sunday, but we're recording right as they're on the court. So we will have all of that for you on Friday with all of how they're doing in their playoff runs. Don't you worry. that is it for me on this Monday. A short one because we are just coming back from break, but we'll have a full episode with all the news. And make sure to follow us on Instagram for the up-to-the-minute updates. Until then, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being with us. Have a great week back. Good night.
Thanks for watching Shepherd Hill Sports Zone, the only place for Rams sports news.